Alright, I don't know how well y'all can hear me because I'm in my AirPod right now. I don't know if you can hear me through my phone or my AirPod. But I'm at work right now and I'm sitting back here in the little office. Um, and I'm in sterile today. So I'm just, cleaning instruments, doing what, I sometimes do, just being handy for the most part. And I'm just looking out this direction, looking at people walking by the hallway just to see if anybody comes in, because if somebody does come in, I don't necessarily want to be talking to myself in here. And also I need to look for trays that are dirty coming in. So yeah, also I'm kind of concerned because I just did 2 trays and they came out of the autoclave and they're like soaking wet, and Tiara just grabbed one of them, and I think that she might have something to say about them. And I didn't realize, like, I never thought that the instruments were that wet. And I was always told, like, yeah, make sure that they're dry. And I looked at every other instrument pack that I didn't do, and they were all dry. And then the one that I did do, like, the tray, like, the little paper cloths underneath of it got wet because of how wet the bottom of the bag was. And like, it was just soaked, like sobbing, like wet. It was just bad. And so I'm gonna see how this one comes out, because I have 2 cooking right now, and then I'm gonna try to do my next full pack that I do. I'm gonna try to make it completely dry. I'm gonna see how it comes out, just to see the difference and like what really measure. Anyways, I was thinking in here, and I was kind of manifesting. I just listened to a Bob Proctor or a YouTube video for like an hour, and it was pretty good. And I wrote down some notes that I thought were pretty valuable. And then I turned on white noise that's in my ear right now, and I was thinking about like manifesting the reality that I want to be in. And like, I was asking myself, and I was writing it down on a piece of paper, like, in this very moment, what would the version of myself that is where I want to be doing? And I knew the obvious answer to that question for the most part would be like, he's at home right now, probably sleeping, if I'm being honest. But I'm here, and that's fine, because I have things I need to do here still. I'm not at that moment yet, and I still need cash flow. So that's all right. But I asked myself, what would I be doing in this moment still while I'm at work in this circumstance? And I kind of just started writing down things from the beginning of the day, or like just character traits and thoughts that I'd probably be thinking, and emotions that I'll be feeling. And I can't remember exactly what it was. I said, let's see. He would be valuing his time more and giving his attention to the practices that are growing the app through users. And he would give an unreasonable amount of effort to what has been directly moving the needle. He would be content and confident in his decisions and focused on the app and nothing else. And then I wrote a few more pages of just random stuff. But I was kind of talking about, I was talking to myself about posting videos, and like, to me, the way I see myself like making that money, like constantly making like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month with this app, is by growing the team, the creator team, the influencer team that's posting videos for me right now, by giving that input every single day, but also by posting videos myself. And I didn't really know like how these videos would make me make money in any really way, because like I didn't have a personal brand to kind of promote to. I'm posting like new videos. There might be somebody that walks in and I'll have to like pause it for a second and I'll come back, but there might like they're just new videos to the whole TikTok algorithm. I have no following, like, so me just posting random videos, like just trying to promote the app, like if they're gonna get like 300 views, they're gonna get like 500 views realistically. And yes, it's gonna convert really well because the videos will convert well, and they're gonna be quality videos for the most part, and I'll get a few users every video. But I'm expecting, like when I'm manifesting, I'm expecting like thousands of views on these videos. I'm expecting these videos to be the main move will need, like needle mover. And so in order to make that happen, I've looked at every other person that's posted organic videos and free content in order to promote their app, like Puff Count, like Amy, like the one Bible prayer app. And I look at like what type of marketing methods they used, and it was all organic content that they literally just looked at like what videos in the past month have done really well around this niche, and then it's basically just trying to copy those videos to a T and make multiple versions and post all those versions and see which one does best. And they do that to an extensive volume every single day. And you know, then eventually, you know, it's like inconsistent always, you know. You have like, you post 40 videos a day and like not one of them gets 1,000 views, and then 2 days later, you know, you get a video that pops out of nowhere and you gain 500 users instantly and you gain $1,000 in that day, you know. And then the next day it's kind of quiet and you just kind of keep doing that. It's like slow, and it's like a mountain. That's kind of how organic works, and I never really thought about it like that until I tried to think about it more in depth. You know, I was asking myself, like, how would posting organically every day make me the money that I'm assuming or that I'm trying to manifest that it will make me? Like, what's a realistic way to be thinking about that? And I discovered, like, oh, it's like, I'm back. I just had to do a tray real quick. Somebody walked in. Anyways, what I was talking about was just like the whole point of me posting videos, and like the whole way that I manifest like actually making thousands of dollars from just creators, influencers, you know, and posting organic content is by chasing viral videos with organic content. It's never going to be me just making up a random video that just looks like every other, you know, ad type of format video around calorie tracking apps. Like, it needs to be something that is incorporated with new trends, with the most recent viral calorie tracking app videos, and just making multiple versions of them on multiple different TikTok accounts. And I think that version of myself that's making like, you know, a few $1,000s a month doing that type of stuff, it's obviously like very gradual, and then like you get a viral video and it goes peak, you know, and you get a big like up for the day. You know, you get a lot of subscriptions. I just got another tray that I gotta go do that I see out here. I had to pause the video for a second. But you get a lot of subscriptions in that one day, and it's a big hump. And then, you know, you're kind of flatlining for the rest of the day. And it's not a consistent, I post 40 videos a day and I make like $100 a day. It's like, I post 40 videos and I don't see any results for a week, and then I just expect and manifest to see results on a certain video, you know, that goes viral, and I make a lot of money from it. So that's the type of manifestation I need to be thinking about when it comes to videos from now on. And I need to manifest the identity of myself that knows that those videos will come, and that I'm putting in the work and making those videos in the way that I need to be in order for them to be going viral and me to be making the money. So I'm gonna go do that tray and I'll come back. And so yeah, I know that I need to manifest. Like, I need to figure out and I need to manifest this. And what that is figuring out the emotions, the feelings, the actions that the future version of myself would be doing currently if like they knew that they were going to make these types of videos and get these types of results every so often, and that those results would lead to in-app purchases and users and everything that I'm trying to manifest, you know. So the next step for me, as soon as I get out of this office, cleaning these instruments and everything, is asking myself, what would it feel like, down to every detail, if I was posting that many videos a day on 5 accounts, and they were these types of formats, and I had this type of routine, and I knew that they were working, and I knew that they were paying me results, and I knew that it was, and that it is, and like, I'm just content with knowing that like everything is working the way I need it to and the way I want it to. And every video that I make is like I make that video and I post that video knowing that like in due time I will have what I'm looking for, and I'm never nervous. I'm never thinking about like, oh, will this video be the one to do it? Will the next video be the one to do it? Like maybe this video is not gonna be the one. Like I just think every single time I post it that like I'm confident that one of these videos is gonna make it happen, and it's gonna make it happen soon. And not only that, but I might as well be confident that every video I post is going to have that opportunity and chance, you know. Anyways, Karina's coming to the office twice for no reason, but hopefully she doesn't come in a third time. Anyways, so yeah, just thinking on every single video I post, like, yeah, this video is going to go viral, and like just living that life with every single video that I post, knowing that like this concept or whatever, every single video, whatever, is going to go viral, and like being certain about what that is and just posting it and then never thinking about it, never seeing the results, and just knowing that it is, whether it realistically, physically is or not, just mentally knowing that it is, manifesting that it is, and eventually there will be. So yeah, manifesting those videos and that type of content like push out as far as organic goes. And then as soon as we figure out kind of, you know, what videos on TikTok organically are doing well, we can push those formats to TikTok ads and Facebook ads, and we'll be able to set up an LLC, and we'll be making money with the business, and it'll be a whole new ball game, and it'll be a whole new chapter to manifest. But as of right now, I'm literally just manifesting. Like, it's hard to manifest right now because when I'm saying and speaking out loud, I like to be very rational, logical, and realistic with the situation that's happening around me. But in order to like really manifest the way I need to, it needs to be all internal, and it needs to be in my mind, and I need to think about it as if like it's mentally and not physically. I don't know how to explain that, but it's hard when I'm talking and I'm thinking. So I'm not in my right mindset right now to be able to do that properly, but I'm close. And so, yeah. Okay, so long story. I got home and I got situated and I started working, and I found like 50 different people that I, wanted to DM, and so I sent them to my main account. And then as soon as I was about to switch over and start sending the DMs, my dad was like, hey. And apparently we're going to my girlfriend's soccer game. So we just went to the whole soccer game. That was not in my playbook for today. I always was like saying, hey, yeah, it's probably too cold today. Like, I don't want to do it. And in my mind, the whole reason why they were going was because my brother, like, and another girl on the soccer team, just the whole thing. And I was like, dude, this is pointless. I'm wasting my time. And we went there. We watched the whole game, an hour and 30 minutes. It's currently 9:45, so we left at about 7, and so just for reference, that's almost 3 hours of just soccer watching. It was terrible. I will say it was so bad. And after the game was done, she wanted me to wait for her so that we could talk for a second, and their coach had a 25-minute conversation, so that just brought my day back in like 3.5 hours. And I was like staying really committed to myself because I knew that I was pushing it off. I needed to keep myself accountable. So I was telling her, like, dude, I know that we can hang out right now, but like it's probably best that we don't, because I have been holding off things. I need to take accountability right now. And then I was thinking, well, it would kind of be depressing for me, and I think that I would end up regretting it. And she wants to hang out, and she can hang out, and I think that as long as I try to be productive and she leaves sooner than later, it'll be good. So she's on her way right now to my house, and we're almost there. But I just wanted to give an update on kind of what's happened throughout the day. So as soon as she leaves, I am going to try to stay up as late as I possibly can tonight, just doing everything I can. Dude, I feel like a freaking failure right now, bro. I feel like a failure because I can't post any videos tonight. I can barely make any videos tonight. And if I try to DM somebody when it's midnight, how's that going to work out,
nobody's going to really respond. And I think it's probably a bad time to DM them because I want more of an opportunity for them to see the DM when I send it. So it's just a net negative, honestly, on the day. And now I'm going to have to like start it up tomorrow, bro. It's going to be terrible. And so tonight, as far as tonight goes, I'm going to be on myself about that probably mentally all night. But I will try to make videos to save in my drafts to post for tomorrow, for just naturally promoting the app. And then as far as, me, getting the creators and getting the people that I, contact and send messages to, and they make videos for me, getting those people wrapped up and completed, and then going on Xcode and reopening the build and syncing the new changes I've made to the widgets in the app and making sure notifications work and sending it back in. And then at that point, I can't really do much more. So, but anyways, it is currently 9:47. My girlfriend and I just got to my house, and we're about to hang out, and I'm about to eat this food, and she's gonna leave around 10:30, and then I'm gonna get to work on making those videos and just trying to manifest and posting this video and stuff like that. So yeah, that's where we are on the day. Sucks. I need to keep myself accountable. Like, this is a sign. I need to tell the universe no. Like, recently I've been telling the universe yes so much, like just like random things, distractions, people, activities start popping up in my life, and I'll just say yes. And I need to just align with the person that has it and say no. And this is a sign. So, yeah. Peace out. I don't know how long this video is going to go for. And this should be an extension of day 81, I believe. But I'm out here right now, and if you've watched up until this point in the video, you'll know that this day was a failure. I knew what I had to do, and I was confronted with activities and things that I knew I should have stayed away from, and I could not keep myself accountable. I literally saw right in front of my face. I acknowledged it. I acknowledged the fact that, like, these activities and distractions and people that I'm surrounding myself with in this moment right now are delaying. They're not necessarily adding to my life in any way. And as harsh as that sounds, because like it was like people that were special to me, like inviting me to these things, and like it meant something to them. Like I don't want to be selfish, but like I have something I'm working towards, and I feel like I owe it to myself. And I just have not. I've just disrespected myself almost, is what it feels like. And I am just so upset with myself, honestly, today. I woke up 6 a.m, probably with, I'd say, like 5 hours of sleep. And I got to work, and I did work all day. And, at work, as far as business, I just listened to a few manifestation videos, and I kind of did some journaling on manifestation and that topic. And I filmed the first video of this, or the first clip of this video there too. And then, we went to work at went to lunch at the Cheesecake Factory, and I scanned a few things like a restaurant menu and a meal, and that could be some good content. And then I, ended up going home, and when I got home, I was relaxing. I was really like diving deep into the state of relaxing and deep work. And I was out in the garage trying to figure out if I liked that setting better. And then I went up to my room. I had the garage door open, I had the heater going, I had food made. And then I went upstairs, and I was like switching the setting, and I took a shower, and I kind of changed my clothes, and I was in some shorts and I had my shirt off and I had my headphones in, and my room was like completely just perfect. And I had scraped 50 people that I thought were good like candidates to DM. And then I go over to switch to my account that I DM'd these people to, and my dad's telling me, hey, let's go to the soccer game. And I wasn't in on it 100%, but I knew that if my dad had the opportunity, he'd push it on me. And like, that's not bad of him by any means. Like, if I didn't want to go, that's me telling whoever is asking me that I don't want to go. But I just feel like this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to spend time with my dad, my brother, in a situation and in a state that will never probably happen again if I don't take it up now. And I kind of entertained the thought of it happening almost a little bit to lead up to this, and so I wasn't going to say no. And I knew that I had stuff to do, and I knew that the stuff that I was doing was important, but I feel like I'd honestly regret saying yes if I did say no. I feel like I would get in my head a little bit, and I would feel like, I should, I have, like, I'm selfish, and like I should feel some way about me telling my dad and my brother no about going to my girlfriend's like soccer game. And my girlfriend wasn't gonna care all that much if I didn't go, but at the same time, like, we ended up going, and it was all right. Like, it was cold, and we stood on the sidelines for an hour and a half, and we talked. And then the game ended, and the coach had a 30-minute talk with their people, and she came over and she was talking for a second, and she's like, hey, well, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, it would be really nice to hang out right now, but I owe it to myself, and I need to take accountability in this moment, and prioritize the things I need to prioritize. And so at first I told her no, but then she was willing to come over to my house and do all the sacrifices herself, drive here, follow me and kind of go and abide by my rules and like her time. And I mean, I didn't have any rules. We were in the house for like 45 minutes, and all that she really did was drive over to my house. So, and she already had her car coming from the game, so it just made sense that way anyways. But like, I made it happen. I didn't say no. I completely in front of my face just said yes. And now, we hung out, and she just left, and my dad was talking to her for another 20 minutes. And so the whole time that she's at my house, we weren't really spending time together on one-on-one. We were in the living room and we were talking. But I think that's exactly what she would have wanted. She would have wanted that conversation with my dad, and my dad enjoyed the time that he had. And I think that if I were to have said no to her about hanging out, or if I would have said no to my brother or my dad about going to this game, that things mentally would have turned out worse. But I'm still upset at myself because I know I owe myself, the capability and like, just, I don't know what to call it, but ability to like lock in and like when it's in front of my face and know that like I need to say no to whatever opportunity or person is in front of me right now, and I just need to work and put my head down. But I don't know if I'd say like, if I went back in time, I don't know if I'd think I would reverse anything. I think I would leave it the same, to be honest. But regardless, I still feel like mentally like just trash. Like, I feel like right now, like, the day's over, like, at this point, all that's left is for me to, slowly get tired and then go to sleep, And I say that just because, like, in order to post these videos to promote the app, in order to DM these people or, comment follow-up messages, I feel like it needs to be during the middle of the day, because honestly, when these people respond, it's because they're getting a notification from TikTok in the middle of the day. If they get that notification when they're on Do Not Disturb in the middle of the night, they're not going to answer it. And I want to make sure that they have the best chance of answering that DM. And so while I could, get out of this hot tub right now, go up to my room and DM all of the 50 people that I scraped together tonight and do the follow-ups of everybody, I just don't feel like like I feel like if I were to do it now at this point in the night, that it's worth nothing, and that I'm just basically throwing opportunities in the trash. And so I told myself, like, dude, I'm just not going to do it. But what can I do in order to be productive tonight that isn't throwing everything in the trash? And so I asked myself that question, and the answer to that question was make videos for the channel and start the routine and the process of making videos for the channel, and pave a path for it, and understand how the videos work and what it's going to be like in the future, getting those things done. And then again, like, I would have saved the videos that I made in my TikTok drafts anyway to post later and incrementally throughout the day every day. So I guess it makes sense to go and do that right now. But I just think, like, still at the end of the day, like, I was in flow state at 7 p.m. and then I got home at 10, 3 hours later. And it was just, I'm so disappointed in myself for that. But I'm glad that I didn't change anything. Like, I'm glad that everything went the way it went, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm not explaining it. But yeah, I just decided to take this time, and I was like, dude, at this point, like, tonight's honestly in a way a failure, and I don't want to sit in it and like pity myself or anything, but like, I just felt like I needed to come out to the hot tub and talk. I needed to talk to you guys. I needed to talk to myself, and I just need to like rethink things a little bit and really tap in with that version of myself. So what I will say is, this week I'm going to lock in so hard, bro. I know what to watch out for. I know that, I shouldn't be building the app, and that I should be promoting the app, and that I should be sending DMs every day. And then I should get in a flow state of doing follow-ups and DMs and posting videos and getting in that routine and manifesting. And that's what I will do. And I'm sometimes going to get the urge to go, do activities like go golfing on a Saturday with my dad and my brother, or, go to another soccer game of my girlfriend's, or whatever it might be at the end of the day. And those are opportunities that from now on I need to really ask myself, like, what would the version of myself that is in this moment like really be doing? And honestly, I think that he would make enough time for himself in the day that, all that work would already be done, so that he does have the opportunity to go to those games and do those things. And I wouldn't think that it's by waking up earlier. I just think that it's by like valuing his time more during the beginning of the day, and like locking in a flow state and protecting that time. But today, like, it was just not a good setup for multiple reasons. The main reason being that I was at work from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. So yeah, I mean, I guess it was also my fault that from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. I only did so much work. But I was finding out like what feeling and what flow state I want to get into, and where I need to get into mentally to reach that flow state. And I also, in that 3-hour time span, not only did that, but scraped a good 50 people that I thought were good leads to DM. So yeah. But dude, I had goals on my shower wall to get 5 creators signed, to get my first subscription, to get 50 videos posted, to get my second creator signed, to get the app promotion campaigns up, kind of to get the app review processed and approved. And every single thing on that wall, all 5 things I could check off, like, they happened and I got through them. And I'm happy for myself and I'm proud of myself at that point. But like, I don't think that the next goal is 100 users. I don't think the next goal is 200 users. I honestly think that the next goal is 1,000 users. And I feel pretty confident about that. It's just a matter of me this weekend and all throughout next week locking in with promoting. Sorry, I don't know why. I think it's just water is just so itchy, but locking in with promoting and like what that is, and being consistent with it, and having all the experience every single day to combat the troubleshooting and really be able to like thrive in that environment. And so valuing my time more, and thinking about it more and putting myself in that state of mind and being in my own thoughts and not, putting myself in situations where I'm at work and I'm surrounded by people and doing activities that version of myself, quite frankly, would not be doing, and just, disconnecting myself mentally from the person I need to be consistently in order to get where I want to be. Because, literally, you'll watch yesterday's video and I was, perfectly aligned after work at, I don't even know, 6 p.m. And I worked for the rest of the night and I kind of started to understand what I needed to do. But then my girlfriend called me and then she wanted to hang out, and then the rest of that night, productive-wise, crashed. And then tonight, my dad wanted to go to this game, and I couldn't say no, and so we went to the game, and that game that was supposed to be only a 30-minute game, we were going to see one half, turned into a 3-hour wait time, and then we went to, go check up on them at Rio and get the little Mexican food that we had left over, and then we came home, and then it was another conversation for about 30 to 45 minutes, and then she finally left. And I love my dad, I love my brother, I love my girlfriend so much, and they're such great people to me, and they're some of the most, if not the most important things in my life. Completely in every sense, in general, they are the most important things in my life. But I just know, this is something I need to do for myself. This is something I owe to myself, and I will get it done. So, to summarize what I'm thinking about right now, I'm going to get out of this hot tub here soon, and I'm going to drink this Diet Coke that my phone is being held up by, and I'm going to get out of this hot tub, and I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to shower. I'm going to talk to myself even more, probably. I'm going to dry off. And then I'm going to situate myself, and it'll probably be midnight, maybe a little bit past midnight at that point. And I'm going to figure out what I want to do at that point. Do I really want to manifest in that moment? Do I really want to make content in that moment? Do I really want to find more people to DM in that moment? What do I want to do? And what do I need to do? And I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to make a plan, and I'm going to try to get to sleep. And then tomorrow, which will be a Friday, my girlfriend will have school, and I am not seeing her tomorrow. I don't care what it is. I'm not seeing her tomorrow. My dad also planned to go to golf kind of by himself, not by himself, but with my brother, and he invited me to it because it was going to be hot on a Saturday. And why not? And I would love to go, a hot day golfing, and it's free. Bro, that's a dream. But unfortunately, that's just not how I value my time. And so I gotta start valuing my time, bro. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, this weekend I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday's our anniversary, so I'm pretty much booked on Sunday, so I really have just Friday and Saturday. Sunday, I'm planning to go golfing instead of on Saturday, but only with my girlfriend because it is our anniversary and because I want to prioritize my time on Saturday. And it's just going to be me and her golfing, probably, and then we're going to go eat dinner, and I think she made me something, and I'm probably going to get her flowers. And so I'll update you guys on that. That'll probably be in 2 days from now, so day 83 and whatnot. But yeah, I think in this next 2 days, I'm going to get locked into the point where I'm starting to really consistently create content organically myself to promote the app, and I'm going to get in a routine, and I'm going to start implementing it really well. And I think in the next 2 days, I'm really allowing myself the opportunity to experience something I've never experienced before mentally, and get into a new state and experience just something new. Because I feel in the past week, I've just been in several different states that I've almost never been in before, and that I've never been aware of before. And so I think that the chances that happens again this next 2 days is very likely. So I think that'll probably happen. And then I think that I'll probably, do what I'll always do. Send the DMs, do the follow-ups, get closer and closer to that goal, and make sure that all the links are working, make sure that the app is working properly, and manifest. And I'm guessing that by the end of this weekend, I want to have that 100 user mark closed and Right now, I think we're like 60 or 70, like 65 users. And mind you, like half of those users came from me, and half of those users came to the app. Came to the app when it wasn't very good, and now the app is good. So I'm willing to bet, like, if you like deleted all 65 people from, you know, the user list, and you brought on 100 more people, I guarantee you at least 3 of them are going to make in-app purchases, if not more, because of how good the app is, because of how good the offer is, because of everything related to it. I just think that there's more of an opportunity now. And so yeah, I think that by the end of this weekend, we're gonna have a routine down, and I'm gonna have a new mental awareness unlocked, and I'm gonna have, you know, new clarity with my direction and my path with this. And then I think that I'm gonna try to stay away from work next week and just focus on being by myself at home and working, sending the DMs, being in a flow state, you know, constantly just surrounding myself with those inputs and getting those outputs, and not with any other activity, not with work, not with people, not with distractions, just straight up that and that only, as much as I possibly can. And then I know with that, I will grow and I'll put myself in new positions. And I bet you that it's day 81. I bet you that by day day 90, we're gonna have many more creators signed. It's just a fact. It's just true. It already is, bro. Like, if you even think about it logically and rationally right now, it took me like 2 days to get 5 creators signed. Like, the DMs that I've sent has been perfectly handcrafted, and it's just so good. And it's just a matter of me, like, finding creators that I think fit well and they're going to respond, and then DMing them the message and consistently doing that day after day. People are going to come to me, and it's going to be easy. It's going to be so easy. And so, like, just imagine I'm doing that every day. By the end of that 90 days, that 3-month mark that will mark the 3-month mark of this business journey, I think I'll have, like, many more creators, many more quality creators, many more people that I'm paying. I'll have the Wise account set up. I'll have the update with the business program. I'll have the update with the widgets and the notifications. And I will be posting content every single day, and I'll really start to see a result. Like, I'm telling you, I wrote down, once I hit 500 plus DMs sent, once I reach 20 plus creators worked with, and once I reach over $1,500 in marketing specifically spent on the app, I will see, like, crazy results. And right now I've sent probably 150 DMs. I'm working with 3 active creators. I have 5 signed, and that all came from 2 days of just straight manifesting and being locked in. And so I think that if I can manifest and I can lock in and I can provide those days to myself this next week, day after day, and I can be consistent with it, I'm going to send those 500 DMs. I'm going to be working with maybe not 20, but maybe like 10, maybe closer to even 12 or 13 creators. And it's going to be sticky, you know. It's going to be like finding out different payment processors to pay these creators with. It's going to be telling these creators to post content that looks like this instead of what they're doing. You know, it's going to be people that are rejecting the offer, telling me that it's crazy, telling me that it's too cheap, telling me that it's this, telling me that it's that. And it's going to be sticky, bro. But every failure is closer to the success. Sorry. So yeah. Just gonna do it, man. That's all you gotta do. Just send the DMs, make the content, bro. When I'm posting, like, seriously, when I'm posting 5 pieces of content and at least a lot of volume between 5 different accounts every single day throughout the day, I'm telling you, bro, I'm gonna see a crazy amount of results. It's just, bro, like, how can you, like, you cannot convince me that if I have more than 10 creators working for me, and I'm posting 40 videos a day on multiple different accounts that are quality videos that I've proven and gone viral in the past, that I'm not going to get some, like, crazy results back. Like, think about it. Right now, I have 3 people posting, maybe like 1 or 2 posts a day, and It's all straight up like just regular, just organic traffic coming from these influencers and these personal brands. And yeah, it might get me, you know, a handful of people every day. But dude, just imagine when I have not 3 creators, but 10 creators, right? I'm paying them what? 25 times 10 is $250 a week, which comes out to be what? Yeah, about $1,000 a month. And then I'm making sure that the link is in their bio, and then that's increasing the rate of everything by a crazy amount. Like, imagine not doubling, but tripling the amount of content and creators that I'm working with right now. You know, and then on top of that, posting 40 pieces of content myself on 5 different TikTok accounts every day. Like, I'm not doing that right now. And if I were to be doing that right now, I guarantee you that I'd be seeing crazy results. And that's honestly what the version of myself that's seeing crazy results is doing every day. And so that's what I will be doing every day. And it's just a matter of me giving myself the opportunity, you know, and it's a matter of me valuing my time every day. And that's all it is, simple as it is. So thank you guys for watching day 81. See you on day 82. Hopefully by day 82, we have some good work put in. We have the follow-up sent. We have the DMs resent. And we have videos made. We have a routine made. We have the app updates, maybe the app reviews, maybe the small business program updated. And yeah, so peace out.